Bobby Hamilton goes high on the racetrack. He's running in third.
Stewart changes lanes. He'll grab the third spot. Trouble. Rusty Wallace spins off turn 2. In front of about half the field. Michael Waltrip spins. Also, Rick Mask gets nailed by Steve Park. Terry Labonte's involved. John Andretti checks up. Jeff Green will spin on the back straightaway. Sterling Marlin involved as well. About 5 cars crash and collide here off turn 2 and onto the back stretch. You just don't know where to go. It all started when Rusty Wallace got turned around. He hit the gas, lit up the tires trying to right his car. When he did that, that sent up a whole screen of smoke, and everybody else began to crash and collide.
To this day, I still don't know how I made it through this one. It's the 2002 Pontiac Excitement 400 at Richmond. 66 laps to go, and suddenly Rusty Wallace starts to spin. He collects Michael Waltrip right in front of me. There's smoke flying, cars wrecking all around me. I was expecting someone to get into me. I didn't panic, didn't lock the brakes up, didn't turn the steering wheel, and suddenly I was in the clear. Man. So let's give you a little taste of Richmond excitement. You're in the number 19 Dodge coming off turn 4. Rusty Wallace is about to spin. To pass the challenge, you need to stay out of the wreck, completely just like I did. Good luck.
Stewart changes lanes. He'll grab.
Green flag is out. We're going back to it with now just 3 laps remaining in the Daytona 500. They're chasing Ward Burton into turn 1. Here comes Ward Burton onto the super stretch for the final time this afternoon. Elliott Sadler 2 car lengths behind him with Jeffrey Bodine in third. Then comes Kurt Busch, but it's Ward Burton in front in turn 3.
This is for all the marbles in the Great American Race. Ward Burton brings the field back to turns 3 and 4. Elliott Sadler not close enough to mount the charge. Here comes Ward Burton looking for the checkered flag of the Daytona 500.
In the 2001 Daytona 500, the number 22 Caterpillar team led the most laps, but didn't lead at the end of the race, and Michael Waltrip picked up the win. Well, in the 2002 Daytona 500, we were 475 miles into the race before we led a single lap. But the team that leads the last lap is the team that wins the race, and in the 2002 Daytona 500, that was number 22 Caterpillar Dodge team. With 5 laps to go, NASCAR brought out the red flag to clean up debris on the racetrack. At the time, I was in second place, but the leader, Sterling Marlin, got out of his car and tried to repair some damage to his right front fender under the red flag. NASCAR penalized him and sent him to the back of the pack, leaving me with the lead. They gave us 2 warm-up laps under the yellow, and with just 3 to go, the green flag flew. I'm going to put you behind the wheel of the Daytona 500 winning Caterpillar Dodge and let you relive those last 3 laps. It's a dash to the finish for the biggest race of the year. Have a blast.
Green flag.
Jimmy Johnson looking to his outside of the right elbow, and Johnson powerfully moving to the outside. He'll take over the lead, headed to turn 3.
At the front of the pack, it continues to be Jimmy Johnson. 4 laps to go now for the Winston Cup Series rookie. Jimmy Johnson on the point, leads the field into 1.
Jimmy Johnson working the middle groove, doing nothing dramatic here. Kurt Busch sliding it just ever so slightly off the corner, still chasing Jimmy into turn 3. Jimmy Johnson out of El Cajon, California, has a lead of about 6 car lengths, making 6.5 over Kurt Busch. Busch doing everything he can, tightens it up to about 5 car lengths, but it's still Jimmy Johnson leading the field off of turn 2.
In 2002, I joined Hendrick Motorsports and Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse. In just 13 races into my Winston Cup career, I collected my first win in the Napa Auto Parts 500 at California Speedway. I'm a native Californian, so winning there was like winning on my home turf. Pit strategy played a big role in our win. With 17 laps to go, I came in for a splash and go. Kurt Busch, who had led most of the race, took on 2 tires and 76 fuel. So here's the challenge. We actually restarted with 14 to go, but let's make this a little more exciting. You've got just 4 laps to go on the restart. Bill Elliott is in front of you in first, with Kurt Busch, Ricky Rudd, and Mark Martin right behind you. To pass the challenge, you need to get past Elliott and hold off the rest of the field to the checkered flag. Let's go win this thing.
Jimmy Johnson.
Two-car break. Waltrip pulls it down to the inside. He wants to challenge Bobby Labonte for the number 2 position. He's got the whole shot. He's got the drafting help. He's got the spot.
For one final time, Dale Earnhardt Jr. makes a courageous charge back into turn number 2. Bobby Labonte goes high in the banking from 3rd. Michael Waltrip still holding down 2nd, down low on the super stretch.
Final time to the back straightaway. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Michael Waltrip rolls reverse from the way they ran down the back straightaway on the final lap in February. They go nose to tail. Sadler and Labonte side by side for 3rd. It's Earnhardt into turn 3.
At the end of the Pepsi 400 in Daytona in 2001, I found myself in a pretty familiar spot, running 1-2 with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Back in February at the Daytona 500, it was my number 15 car that took the checkered flag. But in July, it was Dale Jr.'s turn, and I helped push him to the win. That was one heck of a finish. I remember coming into Daytona in July thinking how cool it would be to win the Daytona 500 and the Pepsi 400 in the same year. And you know what? I still think about that. So I got together with my friends from EA Sports, and they're going to give me that chance. Well, actually, they're going to give you that chance. 2 laps to go in the Pepsi 400 2001. Dale Jr. is in 1st place, and you're in 2nd place behind the wheel of my number 15 Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. Can you get the 2001 Daytona Sweep? Good luck.
going to have to sweat this one out. The car may be going away in the final few laps as he gets a little bit sideways again off corner number 2 into 3. Craven now feeling the heat from Dale Jarrett. Dale Jarrett tried to do it the hard way. Pulls to the outside. Craven crowds him up, said no, sir. He will not make the pass this time. Into turn number 3. Craven on the bottom of the racetrack as they come to the line. Dale Jarrett is there on the back straightaway. They lean on each other, heading for turn number 3. Craven on the inside. Jarrett on the outside. Nose to nose. Craven gets the jump. Here they come for the line.
On a sunny October Monday, I got my first Winston Cup Series win at the 2001 Old Dominion 500 at Martinsville. What a day. The race was postponed from Sunday due to rain, and on Monday, everybody was treated to a nice sunny day and some typical Martinsville action. I was running third with less than 20 laps to go when the two leaders got together. Bobby Hamilton ended up in the wall after he and Kevin Harvick bumped. That took enough off of Harvick for me to dive to the bottom and take the lead as the yellow came out. But it wasn't over yet. By the final lap, I had Dale Jarrett all over me. We were bouncing off of each other all around that final lap, but at the line, I edged Jarrett by inches for the win. What a day. Now it's your turn. You're going to start side by side with Dale Jarrett and experience the final lap of the 2001 Old Dominion 500. And remember, nobody cares how banged up your car is in the winner's circle, as long as you're in the winner's circle.
Wow.